Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Game 2 in this best of 3 series played between RoXKISPomi and mouzStrelok. It's going to be a Protoss versus Terran. If you did not watch the first game, please go and do that right now. I'm just warning you that there are going to be spoilers coming up in approximately 15 seconds. So you're going to want to watch that first so you don't spoil the series for yourself. So go do that. Anyways, now that we've gotten rid of those eager beavers, we are going to start commentating this game. And of course, it's me, David, from the Starcraft 2 Ownage Shack. Again, I'm going to thank everyone who has subscribed so far, especially those guys from Force, and of course the ones that have been with me since the beginning. Thank you all so much. So it's going to be the yellow Protoss and the green Terran. Were those the colors on the last game? I certainly think they were. Anyways, going with the theme of this best of 3 series for you today. In the last game we saw a nice timing push from Strelok that failed to do the damage it needed to. In fact, it didn't even manage to break the front of Pomi. Pomi really showed that he was the master of the unit composition, and his Colossi and Zealot mixture did come out on top versus the Marine Marauder Medevac ball of mouzStrelok. So again, this is Shakura's Plateau. Last map was on Xel'Naga Caverns, and of course these two maps are very different. They can actually favor some very different playstyles altogether. Obviously, on this map, you have this back door here with great choke points. Absolutely crazy choke points right here. And this can really favor Colossi and Siege tanks if you push through these. However, we really don't see that kind of play, at least the Siege tanks so much, coming in Terran versus Protoss at this point in time. I don't know why that is. I think it's really going to evolve to become more Siege tank heavy. But as of now, we don't really see that too much. Instead, I think that this will just be used as a nice path for drops where you really can't be intercepted until your opponent takes down these rocks. So going to be cool. Hopefully we'll see some of that. It looks like he's going to be scouting in the wrong direction. Mr. Strelok, that is. Meanwhile, Pomi has already scouted in the correct direction. Going to just be checking out the barracks here. Once he sees the Marine coming, he highlights it out of there. Doesn't want to lose his probe for no reason. We have an orbital command going up. Gas is mining. Barracks are producing Marines. 2 Marines actually before he gets his tech lab, which is what I'm assuming he'll do. Could be wrong about that though. But I do think that's usually the standard that Terran players go for. Meanwhile, we have a 2 gas play from RoXKISPomi, so it's not going to be like that fast expansion build we saw on the last game where he went for 3 gates into Expo. Instead, it's going to be 2 gas, and this could obviously mean a number of things. Only time will tell, essentially. He still hasn't saturated this though yet, which is kind of interesting. Don't know why he hasn't done that. Meanwhile, the SCV is going to be cruising around here faster than the Zealot, and he's going to be taunting him all the way around this base. Follow me. You know what? Just forget I ever said that, actually. Anyways, we don't see a second gas here for Strelok yet, and he did opt to get that tech lab. Going to be researching the concussive shells very quickly, and it looks like it's going to be a 1 barracks into expansion for him. Really safe on this map, of course, because you have this, well, you have a very nicely choked ramp that you can abuse. But it looks like we have a proxy pylon over here, and oh wow, if this Marauder had... Okay, good. I like that he's checking this area right here because this is a very popular place for proxies. But, oh wow, that is so smart. Oh, okay, there's just too much sick stuff going on right now for me to digest. He had the Twilight Council building over here, but when he saw the Marauder coming, he instantly canceled it because he suspected the Marauder would come up here to check that out. So instead it looks like he's going to be building it at home. That's a very wise move. Unfortunately, it did not pay off, because as we can see, the Marauder didn't go and check it out. He just decided he wanted to pressure the Protoss and go straight for the man. So we're going to see what damage he can do here. This is not an attack. This is just early pressure. Just get the Protoss player a little bit on the edge of their seats so that he can safely get this expansion up without fearing getting owned. So still going to be just chilling over here. He's let Pomi know that he is here. And look, he's even forcing probes to be pulled right now. That's great. It's forcing the Protoss player to stop mining for a while. Of course, going to lose minerals. Even more probes. Whoa, this is overreaction in my opinion. 2 Marines, 2 Marauders. You don't need to pull this many probes. That's definitely overkill. A little bit sloppy there. And oh man, an SCV manages to sneak in. People were criticizing my enthusiasm, but I'm going to get excited about that. He just saw the dark shrine that was being warped in, so he knows exactly what's going on here. And look at that, an engineering bay is going up because of that, and he's going to get some turrets, and these Dark Templars should do absolutely nothing. Oh, sorry, I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm feeling great, but my voice just isn't where it should be right now. And we see one turret already going up right here. I definitely like to see one go up back here as well. Dark Templar are very sneaky units. They can skirt by your turrets sometimes. I know it seems impossible. Sometimes the units will move out. The DTs are waiting there, and they just run right in and do some crazy damage, devastate the mineral line. Very, very painful to watch. We do have an expansion going down for Protoss right now. That is definitely a good idea. And is he going to be using this pylon to warp in DTs? It doesn't look like it. Oh, this would definitely be an awesome location to do so. It's so close to the Terran's base. Would be pretty cool to see him do that. And we do have a missile turret going up somewhere else. We're going to be pressuring with these units, and that is a big waste. There's no way he can combat all of those Marines and Marauders. Definitely not going to work. But, you know, going to be doing that anyways. And look at that. A sneaky Dark Templar is going to be trying to take these RoXs out. And Dark Templar do huge damage to RoXs, by the way. Look at that, 45 damage. So they're going to be whittling these down very fast. And when they bust in here, I think Strelok is going to be breathing a huge sigh of relief that he did manage to put that missile turret down. Because otherwise, these would do... they would absolutely ruin his mineral line. It would be very bad. So as those RoXs go down, it looks like he is switching up into High Templar eventually. That is a very nice transition. Such a great unit composition versus Terran. I love High Templar play, but these are now going into the mineral line and a surround by the SCVs. I don't know how many he's going to lose. Oh no, and he targets down the missile turret. That could be so bad because now these units, he's going to have to burn a scan. And it looks like he's saved it up correctly, so he should be able to get these with this one scan. Or is he going to get them? He needs to get both, and he does manage to do it just in time. That is very good, but at the same time we have a counterattack here. That's a great idea, but one Dark Templar here should be enough unless he has saved up another scan. I don't know. If he doesn't notice this Dark Templar, he could actually lose a ton of units. I don't think he notices. That, okay, now he notices and scans. That's really good, because otherwise he would have lost so many units. And this expansion is actually going to go down. Oh man, wow. So annoyed with my voice, I'm so sorry. And this Dark Templar is continuing to do damage, but all those banked scans are really paying for themselves now as his MM composition is marching in here to victory. A missile turret is even, a proxy missile turret is even being erected right now to ensure that these Dark Templars can't do any more damage. That should be taken care of though. I don't think there's anything else that our friend Pomi here can do. He's lost so much, and oh wow, and he has actually lost so much that he leaves the game without GGing. Uh-oh, that's actually the first game like this I've cast. I don't know about that. I'd be saying GG. He scouted those Dark Templar and he reacted to them as well. He didn't. It's not like Pomi lost any cheese, although you still should GG out of that. So Pomi loses here, and he's not going to GG. I think we're going to have a little bit of a spiteful Game 3 here as the series is tied 1-1. So tune in for that, and I hope to see you there.